going on, guys? I'm Simple Simon. I'm your comic book noob. Welcome to the Noob Rebirth. And say hi, Mark.
Hi, Mark.
If you guys are new to the channel, this is the comic book show where a comic book noob talks to a comic book vet about comics.
Again, you're calling me old.
Yes, I am calling you old. If you guys are new to the channel, hit that subscribe button and don't forget to smash that thumbs up. Today we're going to talk about Infinite Frontier?
Frontier, that's yeah.
Infinite Frontier.
Infinite Frontier. Infinite Frontier!
Let's do this. Alright, so Infinite Frontier, tell me, Mark, what do you know about Infinite Frontier?
Well, what I can gather, first of all, I'd like to say thank you to my friend. His name is Dragon. He's the one that printed it out for us. So thank you, Dragon. He watches your show.
Does he?
Yes.
Oh, thank you, Dragon. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Don't forget to hit the thumbs up.
I don't know, to me, it seems like a soft reboot. But I don't know, it's like it's strange to me. It's like a strange. They're not rebooting. When I say soft reboot, they're not going all the number ones, in a way. Yeah, they're having like an issue 0 for Infinite Frontier, but that's about it. But every other book starts from where it left off in December. But the big difference is the different writers. A lot of titles are getting different writers, apart from Batman, which I know you're excited for, and I think that's the only one that really pretty much is sticking with its same writer, I think. Actually, Tinian, I think.
The funny thing for me is kind of like, for you guys who have been into comics for a long time, you probably roll your eyes when you hear about reboots, right?
No, not really. I mean, at the end of the day, they're a comic book store, and they're a comic book company, sorry, my bad. They're a comic book company, so their business is to release comics. And they know that the older comics, the older comic collectors and readers, they're going to continue on. And this is with Marvel as well. Their game is to gain new readers, to gain that next generation of readers. And they do that through movies and TV shows, crossing media, of course. So it's not strange to me. I don't. It's not like I don't like it. I like difference. It's not a bad thing with changing writers.
I just think a lot of people are just like, another reboot, another one. And for me, it's kind of like, this is my first one. This is exciting.
It's not really a reboot, really, because they're not starting from number ones, and that's what's the whole strange thing about it. They're not really giving us number ones, even though there's new artists, new writers on the issues. They're not starting from number one. Whereas with Marvel, they do a different thing. When there's a new writer on a series, they tend to start from number one, but they have a legacy number, which is great. It's smart. It's very Marvel do that really well, because that's how they categorize their trades when they release it in a trade. Thor by Jason Aaron, Thor by Donny Cates. So they know. So if you just want to read the Donny Cates run, you know which store trades to pick up. So that's their policy. What DC are doing, we'll see what happens. I mean, we still don't know really the repercussions or fallout, or I mean that in a positive way. I don't mean it in a negative way. Of Future State. I mean, what's going to come out of Future State? What books will survive if they're going to continue books? I mean, there are some books that have already been announced for April release, so we'll see what happens.
Alright, so I guess a few things going through Connect is there are quite a few books that I'm excited for. First one, I know you're not that excited to have 10 new Batman titles added to the roster of Batman titles, but
well, it's good for the store.
Yeah, exactly, right?
But for the consumer, like, which one do I get?
Well,
what do I choose?
The one I'm really excited for is this one, Batman.
Just be careful, because you're going to make Dragon cry, mate. You went to a lot of trouble.
Yeah, okay, man, you've already creased it up.
You're going to make him cry.
So, Batman Urban Legends, written by Chip Zdarsky. He's a good writer, right?
Yeah, well, he writes Daredevil at the moment.
Yeah,
and got his own series with Image, and he also wrote Spider-Man Life Story. So yes. Very good writing.
Writing Batman and Red Hood in its own book. What do you think of that idea?
What is it, a sidekick thing, or is it a partnership?
I don't know, but those two guys obviously have their what's the word?
problems.
Yes.
One's got guns and one doesn't carry guns. I mean, jeez.
One of my friends at work was saying like, oh, it's just going to be about how Red Hood wants to kill and Batman's constantly telling him, no, you can't
Yes,
kill.
I think that's what it's going to be.
Fantastic.
I think that's what it's going to be. I agree. That's exactly what your friend at work is right.
What I'm super excited about, well not excited about, but what I'm really happy about is I so thought if they're going to do some sort of reboot that the Red Hood look, the new design is gone. I thought, nah, they're going to go back to the old way, but they haven't. They've kept him.
Yeah, which sucks.
So my cosplay is still relevant. Alright, what about this one? The Joker and his own self-titled book. Has that happened before?
Of course it has.
It has? How many times? This is volume 2, volume 3?
I know of one in the 80s or 70s.
I have seen the one, and it's got this like face in the O, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Written by James Tynion.
Of course they're going to get Tynion.
So it's Tynan apparently.
Is it Tynan, is it?
Wait, what did we used to say?
Tynion.
Yeah, no, it's Tynan apparently.
Is it Tynan? Okay.
It's Tynan.
Sorry, buddy, all those times we called you Tynion. It's Tynan.
What do you think this book will be like? How do you think the best way to go about a Joker?
I think this book is going to be all about making money.
Okay, but like, what do you think? Like, are they going to try to make him seem almost good in this book? That can't be right, right? Like,
Everyone loves a good villain, and there's nothing like a Joker book. He's the best villain out there. Ground level villain. He's crazy, he's psychotic, and he has the best girlfriends. So you can't really argue with that.
I would like it to be really dark. Like, have you read that Brian?
Well,
Azzarello's-
Tynion's not the guy to do it.
Have you read? Brian,
Not on DC anyway.
Have you read Brian Azzarello's Joker?
Yeah.
Like, that's dark.
Yes.
That's what I'd love to see out of the
That's-
Joker book.
That's not sustainable for a long period.
But the funny thing was, like, that was a Joker book, but he was almost like he wasn't the main character in that.
Yeah,
book.
but
It was kind of like the Joker from other people's perspectives.
yes, of course, but that is not a book to the masses. That's a certain demographic. This is more to the masses. This is more wider range demographic that it will appeal to.
I like this one with punchline. That's
Who doesn't like punchline? Come on, man.
Everyone doesn't like punchline. It was like, oh, this big character, I hate it. So calm down, guys.
Okay.
Just calm down.
The impersonation there of who? Who are you trying to impersonate?
That was not you. You just said
No, it's not me. But who are you impersonating?
the people.
The people. Be careful. These are people who watch the show.
Not you guys. So another book. I don't know if I'm excited about, but I'm interested in is the Harley Quinn book, because obviously I do like Harley Quinn, but I do not like Harley Quinn books because they are absolute. I know Stephanie Phillips, her name, but what has she written?
I have no idea.
You don't know? Because I know the name. Let us know in the comments if you.
This is a guy who does a show with no research.
Yeah, I just wonder if they're going to move away from that. You know.
I have no idea. I've never read Harley Quinn and probably never will. But the variant covers look amazing.
Is there any books that you sort of saw that you're excited about?
I'm not excited about, but it'll be interesting to see where they go with them. Like the Teen Titans Academy, we saw a bit of that in Teen Titans Future State. Definitely the Bendis Justice League. It was an eventuality that Bendis was ever going to go on the Justice League. I mean, be interesting to see what he does. I will pick it up and read it because I love Bendis. And the Superman book it was a shame they don't continue with that because it's such a
He loves Bendis so much. He's the only person. Like, look, Tom King's Batman, for example. A lot of people don't like it, but there's a lot of people who do like Tom King's Batman. You're the only person I know who said that they like, and I'm not. That's not.
Who like Bendis Superman?
I haven't heard a single person.
Yeah, because I like it because it was just it wasn't traditional Superman. It was a different way, another perspective of what someone, and it was straight out of the 90s, to be honest, or 80s. Anyway, the Bendis Superman, I liked it. But what's interesting is that they've got the same guy writing action and Superman, and they're going to be joining covers from Superman and action. So not joining covers, joining stories. So if you get action, you have to get Superman.
I don't like how they do that in comics, how the story jumps from one book to another, because if you're collecting a book and you're just collecting that book, then you're missing those parts of the story. And
I think it makes sense. I mean, with Batman, it's different because Batman Detective is a different type of book, whereas Batman's a different type of book. in my sense, in my eyes. Whereas Action is pretty much the same book, Action and Superman. Whereas the Bendis he sort of like separated them in a way where Superman was more the space sort of like cosmic book, and Action was more the ground level Clark Kent Superman book. So that's one reason why I like the Bendis book. Another book I know you're excited about is Nightwing.
Tom Taylor is taking over, and there's also a Batman book that Tom Taylor's writing. It's like a mini series, right?
Yeah. So no, it's not in here. It's in April. It'll be in Connect number 9.
I don't know where I saw that. I saw it somewhere.
Yeah.
Maybe he promoted it.
Have you got him on Facebook?
Instagram.
Oh, Instagram. Yeah, he has been.
So that's exciting because I don't know if you guys remember we did that episode where we created our own creative teams, and my Batman book was written by Tom Taylor. So that's exciting. But no, do you think he'll do a good job on Nightwing? I know you said you're not reading it.
Yeah, I suppose. I don't know. Nightwing's not that hard of a character to write, really. He's just.
Apparently, it is when you change his name just to Rick.
Well, that's where they fixed that, didn't they? But
finally.
I'm not a big Tom Taylor reader, to be honest.
How dare you say that about my best friend?
I'm not saying he's bad.
I mean, you're my best friend, but like, Tom Taylor's my.
Stalker friend, you mean? I'm not a big reader of his stuff. I'm not saying that it's not because I don't like it or it's bad. He's not a draw card for me.
He's one of the few writers that I haven't heard anyone say anything bad about him.
No, I agree.
Like, there's this podcast I listen to, and one of the guys on it, he just hates everything. Like, he just, it's so hard. Like, he'll interview guys like Scott Snyder, Tom King, and I was like, man, you've been talking so much shit on those guys. Like, how can you have them on your show? Yeah, I just find Tom Taylor seems to be very well loved in the comic book community for what he's done. Yeah. And it's cool because he lives literally a suburb away from me.
Yeah,
because we're best friends.
So it'd be interesting to see taking his career. I mean, there's a lot of new books coming out too. There's a couple of number ones. There's like so Detective's getting a new writer. Obviously, Justice League's getting a new writer. Wonder Woman's getting a new writer. Flash has got already same writer as I took over from Williamson. Superman, Action are getting new writers. So there's a lot of movement going around with the talent, I suppose. And yeah, I suppose that's good. I mean, the only thing they're missing really is the indie stuff, like their Vertigo line. Obviously, they dropped that a while ago, but I don't see any Black Label in there. Have you seen any Black Label?
Just the stuff that's already going.
Correct.
Yeah.
So there's no new Black Label in it, which is a shame. But anyway, that's who they want to go down.
Black Label should have been great.
I agree. We get what we give it, I suppose.
And you know what? I guess once the NOOB Rebirth finishes its run and we reboot again, maybe it'll be called Simple Simon Infinite Frontier.
We'll think of something, don't worry.
That's all we got for today, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. I didn't bring my ring light today, and I look terrible on the camera. I know I'm not as photogenic as Mark here.
Oh, thanks, buddy.
But yeah, next time we'll have better lighting because I totally forgot today. Again, if you guys are new to the channel, make sure you subscribe. My channel is literally just, I feel like it's hit the ceiling.
Wait, are you going to break the glass ceiling?
I just no, I've just had no channel growth in the last couple of months. So
You've had what?
No channel growth in the last
couple of months. No channel growth.
Nah, mate. Not enough Mark, I think. People want Mark. Yeah, we'll be back. And Mark, Moon, you'll walk your ass out of here.
Okay, here you go.
Say bye, Mark.
Bye, Mark.
Keep it simple, guys. Spin.
Well, I thought double spin.
1, 2. No.
What?
No, not on 3. It's 1, 2.
Oh, okay.
And then go. That's right.
That's just a bad term. You can't. If I wouldn't be a noob if I research. That's what a noob does. He researches.
I barely read these days. So, I mean, you're my best friend, but like, Tom Taylor's my side best friend. Alright guys, thank you guys so and that's all for today, guys.
Boogity, 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 boogity.